It's time for another artisanal Sudoku puzzle. This one's called Foldout by James Sinclair. We got normal Sudoku rules apply, and we have killer cages. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, so that's all but one, and this has to be a 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9, okay. So then this has to be 1 through 6. 6, 7, 8, 9 there. Okay, this is... So we know the 9 is on there. Interesting. Interesting. So 7 plus 12 is 19, plus 9 is 28, plus 8 is 36, minus 45 minus 36, that is 9. So this is a 9 because all the numbers 1 through 9 equal 45. So everything in here, every row and every column add up to 45. So we have that there now. Okay, so then 1 through 6. So this is a 6, 8, 9. 6, 8, 9. And then we know this can't be a 9, but it also can't be an 8 because this is a 7, 8 pair. So this is a 6. And now this can't be an 8. So it's a 7, that's an 8. There we go. Now we're getting places. So then this is going to be a 3, 5 pair. So this is going to be 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4, yes. Okay, so this cannot be a 3, 6 or a 2, 7 or 1, 8 because of that. So it's going to be a 4, 5 pair, which means I can remove the 4 from there. So then this becomes a 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be 7, 8, 9, and it can't be an 8, so that can't be a 2. Let's see here, 12, so it can't be a 3, 9. And then this we know it can't be a 1, 8 because of these. And it can't be a 3, 6, or 4, 5 because of those, so this is going to be a 2, 7. 2, 7. All right. So what do we got here? That can no longer be a 5, 7, so it's going to be a 4, 8. And since 8, 9 is there, this can't be an 8, so this is a 4, that's an 8, so we have 5 and 4 there. So what do we need here? 1 and 6. So 1 and 6, so those can no longer be 1, so this is a 3, so that's a 7, that's a 2, that's a 1. There we go, that's how you figure stuff out. And then here's now a 5, 9. So this is 1, 3, and 6. This can no longer be a 4 or 5, so this is a 1, 6. Okay. 1, 6. So that can't, so this is now a 3. That's not a 2, 9. Also, because we know, all right, so the 9 has to be in this box. So this is now a 5. So that's a 9. So this cannot be a 5, 6. So it's a 3, 8, or 4, 7. And this can, so this is now a 6, 7, 9. 6, 7, 9. So this can no longer be a 6. So it's a 1, and this is a 6. So down here, we can limit it to, so it's a 3, 8. 3, 8, which puts 4 in this one. So what about this? Not a 2, 6, so it's 1, 7 or a 3, 5. And it can't be a 3, 5, so it's going to be a 1, 7. What about this? So it cannot be a 5, 7, 3, 9, or 4, 8. That's can still work on that. This cannot have 7, 8, or 9 because of these. So it's going to be a 4, 6, and we can place that. So it's a 4 and 6. So then this rules out a 6, 9, so it's a 7, 8. But this limits that, so this is now an 8, and that's a 7. What about this? It's now a 1, 5. So this is a 2 and a 3. All right. That can't be a 4, 8, so this is now a 3, 9. But with this, we know this cannot be a 3, so it's a 9, that's a 3. Which puts that as a 5, that's a 3. And I can limit this 9. So what else do we have? So 1, 7, so this can't be a 1, so it's a 5, that's a 1. So now here is a 2, 5, 9. So this is a 2. So we can do that. And then this is going to be a 5, 9 pair. So what's over here? So this is now 4, 6, 8. 4, 6, 8. Love it. So this can either have a 2, 8 or 4, 6. So it's 1, 9, 3, 7. And then this is not limited at the moment. Okay, so the 7 has to be here because this and this, actually, no, it could be here. No, wait, but no, it could be there, and then the 7 could be there. Okay, I was just trying to figure out where the 7 is on this column. What about, so we have 4 can go up here. We have 1 everywhere. What about this? So there can't be a 1, 6 because of that. 2, 5, and 3, 4. Not solved as far as I can tell. So then we have 9s up here. So the 9, we already know that the 9 has to be there. These are 4s. All right. And then we need a 3 in this box. Can't be there, can't be here, and it can't be on there because 11 is not a Sudoku digit. So we know that the 3 has to be in here now. So it's a 3, 7, so that cannot be a 7. And what about this? Nah, it's not solved yet because this could be a 9 and that could be 5. Yeah, not solved yet. So what about... Excuse me. Let me turn my AC on. It's getting a little toasty in here. All right, so what else do we see? All right. So 9s are up here. We have 8. Okay, so the 8s are going to be over here. Threes are there. 7 is there or here. We know it's not there. 7s can be there, which is not super helpful. Okay, so let's figure it out. 2, 5, or 3, 4. That's fine. That's a lot. 1 is there. 2 is everywhere. 3 is all here. All right. Okay, what am I? All right, let's just keep going. So here, we need a 1 on this column. Cannot be there, so 1 is now here, so that's an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is now, it has to be 5, 6, 8, or 9, which we already knew. But the 8 can't be there, so it would have to be here. Then this would have to be a 6, which is possible because that could be the 7 there. If it were a 5, 9, it would be 5. It cannot be a 5, 9 because of this. That square. Okay, there we go. So it's a 6, 8, and we can place it. So that's a 6, that's an 8. So we have a 9, 7, 6. Then we have a 5 and a 9. And then clean that up. So then we can do 1 and 6. So the 6 is now here. So it's a 4, 8 pair. So this is now 2 and a 5, which is not solved yet. But we know the 1s are here, which is the next one with those. And then this is now a 4, 6 pair. So this would have to be a 2, 5 to match that, and we can solve that. So that's a 5, 2, 2. So then we need 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need, that's a 1, 5. Oh, 5, and then so this is a 9, which places a 7 here. So that's a 1, 7. And then this is going to be a 5, 9 pair. which places this as a 4. So we can solve 8 and 4. Sorry about that, that's a 4. Okay, so that puts what it puts over here. So this is a 1. Then we need a 2, 7. So it's a 2 here. No, 2 here, 7 here. Which solves 3, 2, 8, 3. Then we need an 8 in this column, and it has to go here because an 8 cannot be in a 7 box. 9, 8. So then this would have to be a 5, 9 pair. So this is going to be a 5. So it's a 9, 5, which then solves 1, 5, 6, 1. Then we have 4 and 6. So this is a 2, which solves 7, 2. That's a 3, that's a 7. So this finishes off with a 9. And then we need a 3 and a 4. Love it. Just under 11 minutes.